Hello lovely bookish friends, and welcome back to the Bookshop by the Sea. Today we are going to be doing autumnally things, so looking at some of the packages that I've been sent, proof copies, looking at cosy reads that we want to read as we get snuggly, and talking a little bit about what we can do in these darker, slower months to kind of honour our bodies in this time. Okay, first things first, we have post and packaging and books that I've been sent. So I got sent I Who've Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman with this beautiful postcard. So thank you so much to Cassie. This is so cool because this is a lovely, lovely woman who I actually went to university with like 9-10 years ago. She popped in a while ago from Illinois, which is so cool. And she sent me this one, which this copy is from in London. Yeah, so it's very, very cool. She was doing acting and theatre, and I did English lit and theatre. If you haven't already read this book, I thoroughly recommend it, especially if you've enjoyed The Handmaid's Tale, or if you've enjoyed any of that kind of post-apocalyptic feminism. This was one of the first books written like that. It was written originally in French, I believe, and translated. So it's about women who are living underground in a kind of cage system. Some of them have past memories, some of them don't, and some of them escape through the course of the book. I don't want to tell you much more than that. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, and I think this copy is stunning. So thank you so much, Cassie. That's beautiful. Bang on gift. I got this package. Let's see. The Approval of Sheep. He couldn't possibly use a 100-year-old sheep covenant, or could he? That's very Welsh appropriate. This one looks like it's by Karen Story, published by Burton Mayers, and there's a letter here with this one. They've been looking, they've set it in London and North Wales, and they've been looking for a bookshop that's an indie bookshop to gift their debut novel, and they chose us. That's very, very cool. Oh, and it's got some bookmarks. I mean, sheep theme, that's got to be very, very cute. We got sent The Silence We Hide. There was no note with this one, but I believe it's a proof copy and coming out soon. It doesn't say, it just says 2025, so it might already be out, but this is book one. Yeah, definitely creepy. Sorry, I'm looking at myself, sorry. It's definitely a creepy vibe. Midnight, silence, Moorside House. So that one looks really cool. I got this package that I haven't opened yet. I just ripped it. All of the packaging coming out. Okay. Ooh, Cledwyn Hughes, The Inn Closes for Christmas. This is a cute hardback. Again, I think we've been sent a copy, yeah, by a Welsh writer, who's been out of print for half a century, and then they're republishing this one. Amazing, perfect for the autumny Christmas vibes. Oh, what a good haul today, and very, very appropriate. And lastly, I had to show you this because I got this package. And it was one of the best packages I've ever opened. I was opening it with Gabby, and she was like, put it back in, you have to open it again. So I have to show you. This is so cool. So it's an artist who sent me all of these things, and when you open it, what happened was loads and loads and loads of tiny stars like sprinkled everywhere. I don't know if you can see these, like little stars went absolutely everywhere, all over the desk, and it was completely delightful, and I loved it. We've got some spooky ghosty bookmarks coming from a bookshop, I think. The artist is called The Haunted Snail, so if you like this kind of work, they've sent me some prints. Isn't that so cute? And it's so sweet, they sent me a full letter. So thank you so much to Alyssa, that's so beautiful. But my favourite piece of the whole thing, she was just talking all about how inspiring it is to see what can be achieved with hard work, love and a positive mindset. And she said, since you've shared your little slice of the world with me and so many others, I wanted to share my little slice with you. I'm a tattooist and illustrator based in Manchester and currently have an obsession with drawing spooky book themed pieces. Very cool. And it's so sweet. She says she hopes to visit one time. She's not sure if spooky is my vibe, but thought, you know, since it was the season, she'd send me anyway. This is like so cute. How could this not be my vibe? Look at these moths and the bookshop and the ghost in the bookshop. I love this so much. Alyssa, I'm going to find a frame for this because I feel like this print needs to be framed and in the bookshop, and the other ones I'm going to put out, but I think they're genuinely beautiful. And just getting a letter like this, there's no return address on it again, and as I said last week, I want to be trying to reply to everyone who sends me letters or books or things, so please include your address. But she has included a social media tag, so I'm going to look it up and see if I can message her and get an address to send her a letter back. I think that was just absolutely stunning, and really, really, really cute. Oh, speaking of cute, I wanted to try and redecorate the bookshop a little bit. Now we're into like the cozier season. I feel like people want to get snuggly, so I'll take you over to the section I'm thinking of redoing and see what you think. Not sure how many people actually walk through the back of the bookshop or how much we filmed back here, but back here we have like this table, okay, that's like this. You can see that there's one chair here, but I'm just wondering, could we do better? Could it be more cozy? Is there a way that we could get more chairs maybe around the table to be able to like allow people to sit and read or write or use our Wi-Fi? Because I really want to encourage people to get out of the house when it's cold and dark. I think that's so important for our mental health. Get out of the house, like have a morning routine, get up, get dressed, don't just stay in cozy clothes. Well, they can be cozy, but get dressed, you know, and get out, whether that's going to sit in a coffee shop and read your book or going to the library or going to a bookshop. I think that makes the hugest difference. Even if you're not talking to people, just being around people. So I'll show you what I think. Okay, I've kind of done a wider zoom. So you can see we've got this table here. We've got this like vintage lamp and some fake flowers and things to kind of make it look pretty. But I'm wondering, maybe we need a round table, and maybe a round table would kind of allow people to sit more. Do we need to clear of books? Obviously having cute books and interesting books and things is nice to see them like face up, but I'm wondering if maybe we need the space, or would it be cuter to maybe like we could have like little armchair over here, maybe in this corner, like if we got rid of the table completely. Okay, maybe if we got rid of the table completely and then had like an armchair over in this corner here. We have one already here and it's very popular, so I'm feeling like maybe, obviously these chairs and tables are generally, they're outside the front so people can sit in the rain, not when it's not raining. But here maybe we could have like a cute little armchair. It would kind of block some books, but then it might allow people to be cozier. I'll show you downstairs as well. I've done the wide angle again to try and show you like the depth. But we've got like a corner round here that you can disappear into. Obviously an armchair here, corner here. There's tables. There's another armchair over here. I'm just wondering, we could probably have something here to keep it cozy. I feel like the writing desk is very cute already, but maybe we could have more kind of back here, because this goes way back and we've got like fairy lights and things back here. But maybe there's a way to make it kind of cutesier, and like it's cute already, but I just feel like we've got warm lighting here as well, but it is obviously downstairs, so it's a bit harder. But I think there's only 2 or 3 armchairs, and I'm feeling like maybe we need way more armchairs. Obviously we can't have candles, that would be epic. Maybe something hanging from the ceiling downstairs, because it's a lower ceiling. We've still got these like bulbs, I don't know if you can see. But maybe some kind of, ivy or plants hanging would be really nice. We've kind of created lots of corners, but if you have any ideas, I would love to know. Pop them in the comments. Tell me what your favourite things about other bookshops have been, especially through winter. Like, what has made it super cozy for you? What would you love? Maybe we need to do like hot chocolates or free teas and coffees through winter. I do like the idea of silent reading clubs, knitting clubs, like having things on every day that are just going on in the bookshop. So you can still come and browse, but you could also come and join in something, even if it's silently, like a writing club, reading club. Maybe that'll help people. Okay, on with the book recommendations. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of children's and YA fantasy today. These are ones that I've loved, that I've read and I would really recommend, especially if you're looking for, can I say it, Christmas presents? I feel like it's too soon, but it's also not. So my first one, Legend Born. Oof. This is King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table retelling, set in the American South, but still with Welsh words and Welsh mythology. So I loved reading it here, and all of the Welsh words were correct, which is always nice to read. But it's got like Black history tied into it, different kinds of magic systems tied into it. And if you like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round telling or any kind of magic, had a little bit of romance, not much, but I think there's more in book 2. I really enjoyed it. If you like Percy Jackson, if you like A Court of Thorns and Roses, like, this is a really wide range. I would recommend it to anyone ages 15, or if you like YA and you're an adult like me, go for it, but probably not younger than 15. But I thought it was brilliant. The magic system's being passed on, and then through different lineages ended up in this girl here, who is just kick-ass and totally amazing. Recommend it, definitely, 100%. Secondly, Fate Inked in Blood. The hardback that I've got looks very different than this. This is Danielle L. Jensen, who a lot of fantasy readers will know. The main character from this is called Freya, and it's like Norse mythology. So that might be kind of part of the reason why I picked it up, because I was like, she's called Freya, and that's always really fun to read, and quite rare. But I really liked the magic system, the fact that Freya as a character is kick-ass. She smashes so many people. She's quite physical in this. It's got that Norse kind of grit to it. It's definitely not all happy all the way through, just to warn you, especially the beginning. But I love it when a woman gets power and then claims power and learns to claim it on her own, and learns to claim it with that vitality and that hunger. I thought this was really brilliant for that. So if you like that kind of thing, this is the one. And then this one is for younger readers, so Cogheart. If you are maybe 9 to 14, I would say this is a great adventure. It's got a really lovely kind of story, secrets. There's animatronic animals that go all the way through it as well, which I really enjoyed reading about, and kind of how they're made and how these different, so it kind of melds like engineering and cogs and kind of making things through laced with magic. And I really liked reading that. The friendship was really strong in it, and found family, and it was just really lovely. So that one was really good too. And then I'm gonna get one more that's a rogue one. My rogue one's actually going to be this beautiful, stunning illustrated copy of The Jungle Book. I feel like we don't as adults read enough picture books, but look how stunning these pictures are. I just think it's so beautiful. And when do you get to stare at artwork, like really stare at it? Maybe it's not, you know, something, you might have artwork on your walls, but I think to kind of read and engage with a picture book and kind of take that time to have that slowness, I think is really, really, really beautiful. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up a picture book, especially if it's a classic like this that you already love. Seeing the interpretation of that story through the illustrations is lovely. That'd be my last one. I also would say if we can share like loads of tips on how to stay positive during the darker months, I think that would be so nice. I'm writing a whole list of them myself, so if you have any, pop them in the comments, and I want to do like a how to be happy in autumn months kind of video maybe, and look through some of those. I think that engaging with artwork and having music, art, creativity, writing, like all of these slower, more cozy, kind of feeding that inner animal that we have. You know, we have that feeling of wanting to hibernate and close down a little bit, and that's okay. That's really beautiful that that's happening. We can't be go go go. I remember I heard somebody describe it. They said, wouldn't it be strange if a tree was flowering all year round? And we kind of expect us to do that, to be producing in every season, and that's just not the case. So whatever season you're going through in your life right now, I pray that you remember that you don't have to always be producing. And if it is a season of plenty, amazing, embrace that, like enjoy that. If it is a season of retracting in and hibernating and getting cozy, then also embrace that, enjoy that, find a love for that, and just know that there's no way that we can do everything at once. But one of my favourite phrases, I think was coined by Tony Robbins, says we overestimate what we can do in 1 year and we underestimate what we can do in 10 years. So 10 years ago, I would not have dreamed that this bookshop would have been a reality. And now it is, and I love that, and I love the life that I've built. But there's always new progression, and I'm doing that now. I'm writing a book, and that's involving changes in my life too, but it's exciting. And I just want you to find that space within yourself where you can embrace that change. And maybe this will help a little bit. Maybe the story will help a little bit as well, of, you know, the bookshop and the first time when I opened and we flooded and everything went wrong, and then we had to open again. You know, that perseverance through those hard seasons is what keeps us going. So I pray for you to have endurance in those hard seasons, and I pray for you to have blessings upon blessings. So I hope that you're staying warm and cozy, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.